are trying our best to reach out to our students and trying to provide them with the study material whatever best possible by us. But I would also request the parents that kindly try to create that school atmosphere at home, kindly try to create that bit strict discipline so that the child is sitting at home and trying to cover up his or her studies. So I once again request the parents to kindly see that your child, our child is studying at home and he is making full use of what the teachers are trying to give him. So kindly dear parents, just take care of your children. And now coming back to the studies, today we are going to start with the first chapter from our book Footprints Without Feet, and the name of the chapter is A Triumph of Surgery, which is written by James Herriot. James Herriot himself was a veterinary doctor, right? He was a veterinary and he enjoys writing stories related to animals because he was in that profession. He was always surrounded with the animals. So maybe that's the reason why his stories come out to be and appealing to the reader as being so real. So let's get introduced with the characters that we are going to come across in the lesson. The first is Mrs. Pumphrey, right? She is a lady. She is the owner of the dog named Tricky, and we have Dr. Harriet, the veterinary doctor. Now, how does the story go? Mrs. Pumphrey and the dog Tricky, they are out on a walk, right? Mrs. Pumphrey is taking her dog for a walk, and meanwhile, the writer, he parks his car and he sees these two taking a walk. So he is talking to Mrs. Pumphrey, and at the same time, he is looking at the dog, who is a very big fat dog. He is so fat, it seems as if he is a bloated. Bloated means you have filled in air inside him. He is so thick, so fat. And he looks like a sausage, he says. Sausage is what? It is a dish which is made out of minced meat, and he looks like that, he says, right? So then he is talking to Mrs. Pumphrey, and Mrs. Pumphrey says that my dog is not keeping well nowadays. Right? He is becoming very lazy, he is becoming very sluggish, he doesn't like to move, he doesn't like to play. So maybe she has already had a talk before with Mr. Harriet, Dr. Harriet, and so what happens? Dr. Harriet might have suggested a few things related to dog, which Mrs. Pumphrey is not following. Why? When Dr. Harriet asks her, did you follow the things which I told you? Is the dog going for exercise? Is the dog going out for walking and all, running and all? So Mrs. Pumphrey says, yes, a little bit of walking. As you can see, we both are out here for a walk. But because the servant at home, he is suffering from the lumbar pain, from the pain in the back. So he is not able to take the dog out, or he is not able to give any exercise to him like walking or playing disc, anything of that sort, running and all. So with just a little bit of walking is done, and that's all. And then the doctor asks, what about his diet? Did you cut short his diet? As I have suggested you before. So Mrs. Pumphrey, she says that I tried to do that, but see, it is so heartbreaking for me. It is so sad. I cannot see my dog starving. Right? This dog, it's a very pampered dog. Right? Mrs. Pumphrey pampers him like anything, like a child. A parent would care and pamper the child. So same way the dog is pampered by Mrs. Pumphrey. So Mrs. Pumphrey says, yes, I started with what you have suggested, but in between what I felt that the dog is becoming very lazy, is becoming very sluggish. He doesn't have energy to move, so I thought that he is becoming weak. So what did I do? I added a little things extra into his food, into his diet. And what was that? That was malt, right? Then cod cod liver oil, and apart from that I also started giving him Horlicks in the night, right? But in spite of giving all these things also, the dog is not recovering. He is still the same. He doesn't want to move, he doesn't want to play, is listless. He is totally inactive. He doesn't show any action. He is not active at all. Sometimes he is just sitting on the rug. Rug is a piece of cloth, right? So he is just sitting there, doesn't even want to move, and he keeps on panting. What is panting? Panting is taking deep breath, as if you are tired and you have no breath left. So you are trying hard to get the breath. So that is what she talks about the dog. And listening to all this, Dr. Harriet, he is of the view that whatever things Mrs. Pumphrey has told about the dog that she is feeding, he is very sure that she has not told him the entire things. She has hidden something. And then Dr. Harriet looks at the dog, Tricky. And he is now describing Tricky. What he says, that Tricky is a very pampered dog and he is wearing his tweed coat. And tweed is a material that is used in the winters to make coats and blazers and so on. So he is wearing this and he says that Tricky has a wardrobe. Can you imagine a dog who's got an entire wardrobe, and what is there in wardrobe? He says that he has got lot of such type of tweed coats, maybe different colors and different shades, along with that to wear in winter, and for rainy season he has got various colored raincoats. So the dog Tricky is so pampered, he's got his own wardrobe, right? And that is what he is describing about the dog. So then he says, looking at the dog, he is very much worried about the dog. So meanwhile, Doctor and Mrs. Pumphrey, they finish their conversation, and Mrs. Pumphrey takes the leave of the doctor and she starts walking, and Dr. Harriet, he stands and he keeps looking at the people going. And then he sees that she is walking and the dog is just dragging himself. He is just trying to get along with Mrs. Pumphrey. And then the doctor is of the view that very soon he will be getting a call from Mrs. Pumphrey that the dog is not well at all. And this happened as he had thought. Just in a couple of days, in a day or two, Mrs. Pumphrey calls the doctor that Tricky is not well. He refuses to move from his place, right? And he is very lazy, he is lethargic, he is just sitting at one place without showing any movement. So listening to this, the doctor goes home. He examines Tricky and then he feels pity for the dog, right? But the thing that is to be worried is his diet. Mrs. Pumphrey keeps on feeding him, and Mrs. Pumphrey says that she cannot refuse anything to the dog. And the dog, he likes to have chocolate cakes, cream cakes and all. So Mrs. Pumphrey says that she cannot say no to the dog. That would be very heartbreaking for her to refuse anything to the dog. And then doctor says sugar is something we should not be giving to him. So again she says she cannot be so hard. But then doctor advises if you want that Tricky should get well, you should control his diet. Which again is something which Mrs. Pumphrey cannot do. So then the doctor thinks the best way to get this dog recover is to get him out of that house. Right? So what does he say? He says to Mrs. Pumphrey that the dog is very serious. Right? The dog is very serious and he needs to be hospitalized right now. It's an emergency. And Mrs. Pumphrey, she is shocked. Right? And she feels that the dog would not be able to live without seeing her even for a single day. That means she is not ready to let the dog go away from her. But then the doctor does not hear. He does not listen to what Pumphrey is saying. Rather, what does he do? he just lifts the dog in his arms and he moves, saying that he had to be admitted in the hospital, otherwise there are very less chances for the dog to survive. So with very heavy heart, Mrs. Pumphrey had to surrender, she had to give in, and she has to allow the doctor to take Tricky with him. The moment the doctor comes out from the house with the dog wrapped in a blanket in his arms, what does he see? The entire household maids who are there, all the maids of the house, they are coming out one by one, bringing all the things, all the belongings which Tricky is using at home. So being a dog, as I have already told, is very pampered. He has got two different beds, one for the daytime and the other one for the night. He's got lot of cushions, right? And he's got different bowls for eating. There's a different bowl for breakfast, a different bowl for lunch, and for supper. He's got 3 bowls. So this way, all the things which the dog is using at home, the luxury things which the dog is using at home, these maids, they carry it out to stuff it in the doctor's car. So Dr. Harriet, he sees that so many things they are bringing which the car could not hold. Maybe the car would be small to accommodate so many things. So he just starts the car and he gets going. And while he is on the turning, he just have a look in the mirror and he sees Mrs. Pumphrey standing and her eyes are full of tears. Right? She is full of tears, and maybe any time she may call back the doctor and tell him not to take Tricky. So the doctor just tries to move hurriedly and go away and take the dog to the surgery, to the hospital, to be hospitalized. So Dr. Harriet, he takes the dog with him. Now, what is the thing at the surgery? Surgery is a place where the patients are treated by the doctors, by the veterinary, and so on. So at the surgery, as the doctor brings the dog inside, there are many other dogs in the surgery, right? So they all come near the doctor and they start like jumping or something to just see what is in his hand. But this poor Tricky, he is so dull that with his dull eyes he is looking at the other dogs and he doesn't give any reaction to it. So when the doctor places Tricky down on the floor, what do these dogs do? They come and they sniff him. Sniff is smelling, right? So they just sniff him, they just try to touch him and try to roll him, and once when there is no reaction shown by Tricky, they feel that this is something very uninteresting object. They find no interest in Tricky. So they just leave Tricky and they move ahead for their own frolic, their own play. Right? And afterwards, for sleeping, as we had seen how the different beds had been sent along with Tricky for him to sleep. But what does the doctor do? The doctor does not provide him all those beds. Right? He makes his arrangement for him to sleep in near the other rest of the dogs. He puts a warm box for him where Tricky would be sleeping. Right? And the day he brought Tricky into the surgery, from that day till 2 days, Tricky was not given any food to eat. He was only given water to drink. So first day Tricky did not show any movements, nothing. Second day also he did not show any movement, but by the end of the second day, Tricky showed little movement. Right? And on the third day, he could see Tricky trotting out, Tricky coming out of his box. Right? And as he comes out of his box, there is one dog named Joe, which is a greyhound. Greyhound is a breed of the dog. Right? So he comes near Tricky and he tries to lift Tricky in his mouth. Okay? and with his friends. There are some other people. So it is like ragging. A new fellow has come into the school or college, and then how the seniors they take ragging. So it is just like that. These dogs, the animals are also behaving in that way. So Joe may be some type of a bossy dog. So he is coming and he is treating Tricky as a toy. So Tricky is still not so active. So Joe also leaves him, right? And they tremble on him. Just putting leg on him and crossing him, they all run away to play. So now Tricky is also slowly trying to move with the dogs into the garden to play. Now after few days, and what happens, all this thing, when from the time Tricky is brought, what is Mrs. Pomfrey doing? She is missing her dog. So what does she do? She keeps on calling again and again, repeatedly. Dozens of times she calls just to ask, how is my dog doing? How is Tricky doing? How is he? Is he wearing proper coats? Is he eating properly? Is his bed changed regularly? Right? So all these things she is inquiring. And to which doctor tries to avoid answering these questions, because whatever questions she is asking, none of the things are given to Tricky by the doctor. Right? So then he tries to avoid, but he is only saying that yes, the dog is showing little signs of improvement. He is convalescing. He is improving. And as Mrs. Pomfrey hears this word convalescing, she feels, oh, now my dog is recovering. So what is next? He might have become very weak. Right? It happens, no? Like if we are suffering from fever or any illness, then after recovering from that, we feel little bit weakness. So then what does Mama do? Mama tries to give us, feed us little more in order, saying that you have become so weak, eat properly, drink milk, do this, do that, so that you have some strength. You get out of that weakness. So same way, Mrs. Pomfrey, she also thought that the dog might have really become very weak. So what did she do? She started sending food for the dog. Right? And what did that food contain? It contained 2 dozen eggs for a day. That means every day the dog is eating 2 dozen eggs. 24 eggs in a day. Right? So, and after that, after few days, what she does? She is now sending wine also for the dog. Imagine how lavishly a dog is living. Such a nice life he has got. Right? He eats eggs. He's got wine also to drink. So now every day these eggs are coming. Tricky is not getting any of them. So what is happening with that food that is coming? The doctor and his partner, they are having all those eggs and all. 2 eggs in the breakfast and then so on. So they are nicely enjoying over the food which is coming for Tricky. Right? And when the wine started coming, so they would use that wine also for themselves. Like 2 glasses they would take before lunch and many more during the time when they are taking their lunch. So just like we here in India have a trend of drinking water in between our meals. When we are eating food, we drink water. So in the foreign countries, most of them, because it is very cold over there, so what do? They take wine in between. Most of them, right? They use wine in between their lunch or dinner. So these doctors, they started making merry over this food that would come for Tricky. And meanwhile, Tricky is really recovering. Why is he recovering? Because at home he was overfed. Tricky was greedy for food. He never refused. Whatever would be given to him, he would eat it. He would never say, of course he could not speak because he is an animal, but then he would never refuse for things. Whatever is coming, let it go in. Whatever is coming, let it go in. He would keep eating without stopping. And here at the surgery, he is getting a limited food. Right? Like on 3rd day when he comes with the other dogs to eat food. So he is very lethargic, he is not well, so he cannot move so fast for eating food. but then he sees the other dogs. They jump and they run and they try to push each other and reach to the food. Why? Because if they lag behind, the other dogs would finish the food and they would be remaining with nothing. So it was like a competition to achieve or to get that food to eat. But Tricky had no interest there in running because he did not have that energy. Right? His body did not permit him to be so active. So that he would eat very little. Now, these people, they're enjoying the food, and after slowly, first Mrs. Pumphrey started sending eggs, then she started sending wine, and now after that, what is the next thing that she started sending? She started sending brandy. That's again a type of alcohol, right? So brandy is coming. Brandy is an alcohol which gives warmth to the body. Now, the doctor and his partners are more happy because during the lunch they are enjoying the wine, and in the night they are enjoying the brandy sitting near the fire and feeling the warmth during the winter season. So this is what is happening, and then once, it's not the deliberate thing, but the doctor gets an idea into his mind, and what he feels that they are enjoying so nice food. Right? It has become like a festivity for them. So he thinks, what if they keep Tricky as their permanent patient? They don't allow Tricky go home. If this is not done, what would happen? Mrs. Pumphrey will keep on sending that food for Tricky and they would keep on enjoying. But that was just a moment and that was just an idea. Right? So, at the same time, he remembers how sad Mrs. Pumphrey was, how upset she was with the thought that Tricky is away from her. Right? So, he was able to understand her feelings, her emotions, and that's the reason why after 15 days, that's fortnight, after 15 days, he gives a call to Mrs. Pumphrey and he says that Tricky is very better now, he is recovered. Listening to this, Mrs. Pumphrey is so happy. She doesn't know, she is not unable to contain her happiness, and the next moment, that is the only time that it is taken for reaching from her home to the surgery. Surgery, as I have told, it's a place where the patients are treated like hospital. So, Dr. Harriet, he sees a big black metal body coming and standing in front of the surgery gate. That is the car. Right? And the chauffeur is the driver who is wearing a uniform. He is called a chauffeur. So he opens the door and doctor is able to recognize the figure that is sitting inside the car, and that is Mrs. Pumphrey. So he comes and is talking to her and she is saying, I'm not able to believe that my dog is recovered. Are you really serious? Are you speaking the truth? And this way she is like showing all her excitement, all her emotions. And as she is doing, Dr. Harriet says, okay, you keep sitting inside. You need not come out. I will get the dog for you. Right? And he goes inside and what does he see? Now Tricky has perfectly become healthy. He has lose weight in these 15 days. And the Tricky who had come to the surgery was so lethargic, so sluggish, had no energy to move. Now what is he doing? He is playing with the other dogs. Right? He is amongst the other dogs. He is just happily playing with them. And he has to search for him. And there he finds that beautiful dog. And he picks him in his hand and he tries to bring him out from the surgery. So, just like Mrs. Pumphrey had been missing Tricky, Tricky was also missing his mistress, Mrs. Pumphrey. As soon as he sees Mrs. Pumphrey, what does he do? He jumps. He takes a leap from doctor's arms and enters into the car and sits on her lap. Right? He's making all the noise and he's licking the face of Mrs. Pumphrey. He's like showing his emotions that he's been missing Mrs. Pumphrey so much and he's so happy to see her after such a long time. Right? Mrs. Pumphrey is trying to control her emotions and she's trying to take the dog in her arms and trying to also show her love, but the dog doesn't stop. He is continuously trying to lick her face and so on. This is what they are reunited. Right? After a gap of 15 days, the mistress and the dog, they see each other, so they are very happy. They cannot control their emotions. So that is what is depicted here. How an animal also has the same emotions and same attachment just like the master, the human being. Right? So this is what is the bond of love that is being shown here in the lesson. And then Mr. Harriet, he is not able to speak anything, he is just looking at the scene and he is also very emotional. Meanwhile, what does the chauffeur do? Chauffeur is asked to go inside the surgery and get out all those things which Mrs. Pumphrey had sent for the dog, like the beds, the cushions, the toys, the coats, the different bowls that were used for eating food and all those things he was trying to get out from the surgery, and because it has to go along with Tricky and Mrs. Pumphrey. And all these things which the chauffeur is bringing out, that was sent to the surgery for Tricky. But none of them were used in the surgery. They were kept as it is, and now those things are being carried out. So Mrs. Harriet is very grateful. She is very thankful towards Dr. Harriet, and then the car moves. And as the car moves, now this is the thing that has changed. Earlier when Tricky was taken to the surgery, Mrs. Pumphrey was standing at the gate and she was looking, and doctor was taking away Tricky with him. Now Tricky is recovered, so Mrs. Pumphrey is taking Tricky with her, and doctor is standing on the gate and watching them move away from them. Right? And then Mrs. Pumphrey, as the car moves, she peeps out of the window, she looks out of the window, and she is again showing her gratitude. She is thankful towards the doctor, so she is showing her thanks, giving her thanks to the doctor, and she says that it is a triumph of a surgery. Now, what does this word triumph means? Triumph means victory. Right? This is the victory of the surgery. That means the surgery, the hospital has been victorious, and how? By treating the dog. The dog has recovered, and that is why she says that it is a triumph of a surgery. It is the victory of the hospital, of the surgery, which she is thankful towards the doctor. So this is how the lesson ends, and at the end of the lesson, what do we learn? We learn that first thing, the bond of love between the animal and the human being. Second, it is how much ever we love somebody, but the excess of the thing is never good. Right? There should be some limit, there should be some boundaries wherein we are confined, because if something goes in excess, that can be harmful for the person or anybody, that can be dangerous also. So that is what the lesson also conveys to us, and this is how the chapter ends. So I hope you have understood the chapter. Thank you.